Hey everyone, I'm Ruben, the owner of Touchdown Tech, and got an interesting question today about adding tags to a contact in Groundhogg based off a choice in a form. So here's the question. Let's just go into full screen here. The question was, I'm working with gravity forms in Groundhogg. My gravity form has several radio/option questions with multiple options. I am needing to add the value of each option that is selected by the user as a Groundhogg tag when they submit the form. How do I do this? So we're going to do this using best practices. In my opinion, I have a course on setting up Groundhogg using best practices and organizing tags and emails and campaigns in a way that makes sense and is scalable. So I have a form set up here. Let's go to the back end in Gravity Forms. And we're going to look at what's the easiest, best way to do this. So I created a survey form here. I have just some very basic fields: email, name, and then I have two different fields that we may want to add as tags to the contact based off their selection, not just one tag based off them filling out the form. So the first one is the customer type. And I'd probably word this differently if I would be making this for a front-facing for a production website. So this is just for an example. But I have a field for the customer type and then a field for product of interest. And let me make this a little bigger. So the easiest way to do this is using WP Fusion. I already have this installed on the site, and WP Fusion lets us connect different tools with CRMs. So I have Gravity Forms here, and Groundhogg is my CRM. They have a free plan, but you'll need the personal plan. Let's just go over there. You'll need the personal plan. So it's $247 a year, but it really is a powerful tool that helps making working with forms, CRMs, makes it easy, which is important to me and to lots of business owners. So let's see how we would set this up. To access the WP Fusion settings in Gravity Forms, you go to Settings, and then there's a menu item here, WP Fusion. Click on that. And then we need to add what they call a feed, which is basically just a connection or automation with Groundhogg. The name doesn't matter, except in this case, because we're going to have several feeds for the different fields, I do want to change these names so they make sense. So let's open up the form in a different tab. Sorry, not the form. Well, we can use the front end here. Let's just pull this over here. All right, so let's do this one for the customer type. So WP Fusion feed for customer type. And then I do need to create a separate feed for each of these selections. So this is not a perfect solution, but it is the best solution out there. So I'm just going to say DIY. And then we do need to map these fields. So first name, last name, let's just go through this here. First name, of course, the email is the most important part. And then we're going to scroll down to the bottom here and then apply tags. So you need to add these tags previously in Groundhogg so that they show up here. But I'm going to type in DIY. So this is the naming convention I use for my tags. So this is a profile type tag, and then its customer type is DIY. And then I need to enable a condition here so it only runs based on if the customer type is DIY. Let me move this over here. Then save settings. Back to WP Fusion. Now you can see there I have one feed here, and I can duplicate it, which makes it really easy for the next one. So let's quickly duplicate this one. I'm going to edit it, and this is obviously for do it for me. And scroll down, choose the correct tag. This time, change this to do it for me. Save it, and then we'll do this one more time. Right, now we're ready to move on to the next field, which is products of interest. And I'm just going to duplicate this one again, but obviously there's going to be more to change. So click Edit. This time it's for products of interest. And we're going to have fertilizer. Scroll on down. Select that tag. And of course, here now we have to change the field here. Product of interest, fertilizer. Save setting. And then go back. Do this 2 more times real quickly. This one is bluegrass grass seed. And then one final time. Okay, save settings. Now, based on their selection, multiple of these feeds will run when the form is submitted. So let's go ahead and let's test it. I'm going to grab this, and I have an incognito window open over here. So let's go there. And then there's this great tool called Mail Tester that gives us a fake email address. So it's very, sorry, that's the wrong one. Not that one. This is what I wanted. temp-mail.org gives us a temporary email address for testing funnels. I use it all the time. So just copy that email address, go back over here. So let's fill in our name. I'll just say Johnny. Mention the email. And so let's do it for me. Let's choose 2 of these 3 down here. So let's say we're interested in the 2 different grass seeds. And you notice that this one is required, but the products of interest, these are not required. Then let's hit send. And then over in Groundhogg, let's just watch as a new contact is created here. So here's the new contact that was created. So if I click on that, let's see what tags are applied. So I can see on here, I've got my profile. Part of interest is Bermuda. Part of interest is grass seed. And my customer type is do it for me. Now, obviously, if I go and fill this out again, just additional tags will get added. But you can see, yes, it worked. Worked like it's supposed to. So I think that's it for this video. If you do want a complete a course on setting up Groundhogg and using best practices for setting up your tags, organizing your campaigns based on different types of campaigns, check out academy.touchdowntech.com. I have a course over there walking through the process of installing the Groundhogg plugin, setting up WP Fusion, and setting up your first simple funnel, and then also writing your first 6 marketing emails that you should be sending out. So there's some checklists over there. There's some great tools and guides over there to help get your email marketing off the ground and running at full strength. So again, that's academy.touchdowntech.com.